boys and girls. For science today, we're going to learn about one of my favorite things to learn about, and that is ocean animals. I have these really neat books. This one's called Ocean, and this one's called Desert, and they're really cool books because they are non-fiction. What does non-fiction mean? It means it's real. It means it's not pretend. Remember, non-fiction means not pretend. Fiction means pretend. So these are real books, and this book is called Ocean, and I'm very excited to talk to you a little bit about the ocean and ocean animals and ocean creatures. Okay, first, raise your hand if you've ever been to the ocean. Wonderful. If you've never been to the ocean is a huge, 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 huge body of water. It is not anywhere near us. We do not have an ocean by where we live. In order to get to the ocean, we would have to drive in a car for a very long time or take an airplane. And I don't think that if you went to the ocean today, it would be very fun to go inside, because it probably would be pretty cold. Unless, of course, you went really far away. There are some oceans that are very warm this time of year. Okay, inside of an ocean, the water is very, very different. When you go swimming in a lake or a river or a pond or even a pool, the water is different than what you would find in the ocean. I would love to show you the difference between ocean water and regular water. While I get the experiment ready, would you use your brains to think what might be different between ocean water and regular water that I swim in a park or in a pool or in a lake? Okay? I got everything all set for the experiment. What you'll need for this experiment is a blank sheet of paper and something to write with, okay? I love to write in marker, and this is an opportunity where you can write in marker if you want. So I'm gonna use a marker. Pause the video now and go get those things and come back. Welcome back. So what I want you to do is we're gonna do this experiment together. So you're going to take your paper, and put it landscape. And you're going to draw a line from the top all the way down to separate it into two big, long rectangles. Okay? Just like this. All right, at the top of this one, we're going to write the word sink. I'll show it for you so you can see how to spell it. S-I-N-K. Feel free to pause the video if you need longer time to write the words, okay? And on this side, we're going to write the word float. So feel free to pause the video right here to help you write the words. So we are going to do a science experiment, and it is going to be a sink or float experiment because, as I told you before, there's something different about ocean water and regular water. Now, before we're gonna write on our paper, we're gonna pause for a second. We're gonna talk about the ocean water and the regular water. And I'm gonna show you both of the waters I have. So I've got this water. Okay, so this is regular water, so take a good look at it. I see some bubbles in there. And then here is the ocean water. Interesting. They look the same. Now, you might be thinking, Mrs. Tischer, how did you get ocean water if we live so far away from the ocean? Okay, it's not really ocean water and it's not really lake water, but this is kind of like ocean water because I put something special in it that makes it very different from this water. I would not want to drink this water. You know why? Let me show you what I put in it. This. It's salt. Ocean water is made of salt. So if I pour in lots and lots of salt, would I want to drink that? Yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. It smells like salt. Anyway, let's see if ocean water does anything different than regular lake water or swimming water, or if they both act the same. So ocean water is made of salt. It is salt water. You would not want to drink it. Yuck, yuck. This is just regular water from my tap. You certainly would not want to drink lake water or pool water or any water that you swim in, but I don't have a pool, so we're just going to use regular water. I've brought some fun items in my hands that we are going to see if they sink or float, and I'm curious if they might not be the same depending on the water. So could something sink in regular water but float in salt water? I don't know. What do you think? Do you think that is possible, or do you think everything is going to do the same thing? So that's what we're going to find out. Okay, so all you need to do right now is get your sheet ready and have your marker next to you. First thing we're going to try are these. These are tin foil balls. Okay, ready? Let's see if the tin foil balls sink or float. What do you think? Sink or float? Shout it out. Here we go. What do you see? Is it sinking or is it floating? They float. So now take your marker, your pencil, your crayon, whatever you want to do, and make an X on the float side. We have one thing that so far it floats, okay? Make your X on the float side. Okay, let's try something else. Are you ready? Okay, I'm gonna take these out. I should have brought a towel, guys. That would have been smart, huh? Oh, bummer. That's okay. Just water. Next, I have our math counters. You recognize these, right? They're made of foam and they're really light. Do you think they're going to sink or float? Ready? Did you shout out your guess? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. What are they doing? Another float. Okay, take your marker and make another X on the float side. We've got 2 things that float so far. Okay, we'll take these out, shake them off. I have some school erasers. They're heavy. But I don't know. Just because they're heavy doesn't necessarily mean they might sink. I'm not sure. What do you think? Sink or float? Shout it out. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I got splashed. They sunk right to the bottom. They didn't even float. And the salt water didn't make a difference. It went straight to the bottom. Oh man, how am I gonna get that out of there? Maybe I'll leave that in for now. Okay, it got my paper wet even. Go ahead and make an X on the sink side. Good thing you guys aren't getting soaked over there, huh? See how I made an X on the sink side? Okay. I've got some little utensils for my daughter's American Girl doll toys. One's a pencil, one's a paintbrush, but they weigh exactly the same. So, what do you think? Sink or float? Shout it out. Ooh, that's a good mix. Some of you are saying sink, some of you are saying float. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. Ah, they sunk. Look at that. It sunk right down. It did not float. It sunk in the salt water. So far I'm noticing, it's harder to see in the salt water, but so far I'm noticing that the salt water is not making a difference. Everything that sinks in the regular water is sinking in the salt water. Let's add some more salt. See if that helps. Ready? Tell me when to stop. Oh no, I can't hear you. Should I stop? Oh no, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Oh, phew. Okay, I stopped. All right, I wonder if I should mix it a little bit. Get the salt all going through there. Okay. I've got these Easter candies, these little Easter chocolates. Let's see. Do you think they're going to sink or float? Shout it out. I'm gonna sit back because I'm afraid to get splashed again. Wait, did we make our X on sink? We did not. Hang on. You maybe made your X because you were being good listeners. Okay, so make your other X on sink if you didn't make it. So now we have 2 sinks and 2 floats. Okay, here we go, you guys. I'm kind of afraid I don't want to get soaking wet. 1, 2, 3. Oh, they sunk right to the bottom. It did not make a difference. Adding all that salt did not make a difference. Okay, I've got a couple more things left, but before we do another one, let's go ahead and make another X on sink. I had that upside down, sorry. So now we have 3 sinks and 2 floats. Which one has more? Sink, you're right. Okay. There's 2 more items. My daughter's probably gonna be really upset that I'm using these because they're like her favorite candy. So maybe I'll just cut one in half. She doesn't have to know, right? Sneak them from her. Okay, I got a Peep. It's very light and marshmallow, very sticky. Oh, maybe breaking it in half was not a good idea. Okay, do you think it's going to sink or float? It smells like cotton candy. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it didn't splash me. It floated. It's floating. In both of the waters, it's floating. Look at that. Okay, go ahead and make a mark on float. Okay, last item. These little math manipulative animals, they're not exactly the same, but they feel the same, so hopefully. Okay, ready? Sink or float? Oh, they sunk right to the bottom. There it is. So boys and girls, go ahead and make another mark on your sink. And take a look. We have 4 sinks and 3 floats. And it didn't seem to make a difference, the water, on our test. Everything that sunk in the regular water still sunk in the ocean water. So very good, you guys. That was super fun. So tomorrow we're going to read a little bit from our Ocean Animals book so that we can learn about the kind of animals that live in this salty water. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Try some things in the bathtub. See what sinks. See what floats. Of course, ask Mom and Dad first.